our Championship Game Week 6 review. Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today I'm going to be doing my Game Week 6 review. There's 12 games to go through. Look, even Coventry games are back now, so that's very good. So there'll always be 12 games to go. Yeah, so far it's not postponed, so it is. So should we move on to the first game, which is Luton Town 1, Sheffield United 1. And in many words, this is a drop. 2 points dropped for Sheffield United. Honestly, so many Sheffield United fans thought Sheffield United would get a win here. And looking at the recent fall from Luton, I can see why. They have not looked brilliant at all, but they did just come back off a win, so a point isn't too bad for United to wait Luton, which is always going to be tough. And you know, I don't really know, but Luton, an early goal from the Carlton Morris to make it 1-0 10 minutes in, and then Ollie McBurney in the 53rd minute to equalise, and then it just stayed 1-1. 12 shots Luton, 12 shots to Sheffield United, 4-3 to Luton. You know, more possession for Sheffield United, more pass accuracy, but at the end of the day, these could be huge points dropped going into the you know, towards the end of the season. These could be huge drop points, but at the moment Sheffield United slipped down to 2nd, and Luton go up to 19th. So a very interesting game, that's for sure. Sheffield United did not look all too convincing, but yeah, Luton won, Sheffield United won. Moving on to the Saturday 12:30 game, Sunderland 0, Norwich City 1. You can see Sunderland, they did dominate the game, didn't they? A huge domination. 20 shots to Norwich's 12, 6 on target to Norwich's 3. Norwich did get more possession, more passing, pass accuracy, less fouls, so many yellow cards. Yeah, it's very interesting. Norwich though, very good result, and you know, Norwich do like 8 going into this game, and honestly, a huge win. They only take themselves now 2 points off top, which is Reading. They only take 2 points off top, which is huge. And you know, Norwich are 4th right now. Norwich look back to their old self. Sargent with another goal. That's 3 in 2 games for Sargent. A very good record. Yeah, so Norwich go to 4th. Sunderland on the other hand slip to 12th. That's a huge drop off, and they're like 5th or 6th going into this game week, and now they're 12th. So they've got to do a bit of work to do, try and get a win here. But honestly, huge result for Norwich. Well done to them. And yeah, and then the day, it's a huge result for Norwich. You know, they have not had the greatest start to the season, and you know, they just get the result. It's huge for Norwich City, and fair enough to them. Moving on to Middlesbrough with their first win of the season. Well done, Middlesbrough. 2-1 against Swansea City, and it was definitely not the most enjoyable game to watch. 7 shots to Middlesbrough, 7 shots to Swansea's 9. Swansea 4 on target to Middlesbrough's 3. 61% possession to Swansea. So Swansea dominated on possession. And again, another loss for Swansea. That's huge. It's a huge loss for Swansea. Yeah, it's 2 losses in a row. Right. What's going on here? What is going on here? I think they've only won like a few games. Only games they won. They've won 1 game. 1 game. Yeah, it's not looking great for Swansea. 2 losses on the bounce now. Slips themselves into the relegation zone. Isn't brilliant. Is not brilliant. Middlesbrough though climb their way back into 18th. Maybe the comeback run is on. But yeah, it's, you know, first win in 6, which is a huge result to be fair for Middlesbrough. I think they've looked good in their games they've played. They just haven't found that clinical edge. And finally yesterday, McGree and Crooks could take those chances. It was a bit of pressure towards the end with Joel Pirro with a penalty in the 79th minute. But then all of that went when Ben Cabango in the 88th minute got a red card. So, very interesting. Middlesbrough 18th, Swansea 22nd. Both teams, having their struggles at the start of the season. Can they bounce back? I'm not too sure. But yeah, Swansea City, they need a result now. They've had one win in 6. One win in 6. So Middlesbrough, though. Yeah, it's honestly Swansea not looking great. So Middlesbrough, but a huge win for Middlesbrough. Moving on to an absolute corker. Blackburn 3, Bristol City 3. A back-to-back 3-3 draw for Blackpool. Wow, that's 6 goals scored, 6 goals conceded. Honestly, Blackpool went 1-0 up to 1-1, to 2-1 up to 2-2, to 3-2 down to 3-3. A 90th minute equaliser from Theo Corbino with a good goal to equalise for Blackpool. 19 shots Blackpool had to Bristol's 13, 4 on target each. Bristol more possession, more passing, more pass accuracy, more fouls, more yellow cards, less offsides and less corners. But honestly, what a game! Bristol sit 9th. Bristol looking good. This is the Bristol we want to see. They're looking strong, Bristol. This is a good Bristol. This is a strong Bristol. And they might put on the pressure for the Blackburns, the Watfords, even maybe in the Sheffield Uniteds. They're 4 points off top. So Blackpool. And Blackpool slip down to 13th right now. So both teams looking alright. Both teams a bit of a patch here. Blackpool 2 draws. Bristol a draw and a win. It's looking good for Bristol. 2-2-2. It's 2 wins, 2 draws and 2 losses. Same with Blackpool, 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. Yeah, very interesting. A back-to-back 3-3 draw for Blackpool. What could you have next? Blackburn. Maybe another 3-3 draw. Wow, what was that? That was insane. But yeah, on the fair share, it was a very even game. And both teams would be happy with a point. So Bristol City, Blackpool 3-3. Moving on to Blackburn 0, Stoke City 1. A huge win for Stoke City. Lewis Bacon at 27th minute was the only goal of the game. And Stoke moved themselves right back into 17th, which is very good for them. 2 wins, a draw, and 3 losses this season. It's not the worst for Stoke, but Blackburn on a bit of a rough patch. 3 wins, 3 losses. 3 losses on the bounce. It's not brilliant. A 3-0, a 3-0, and then a 1-0, especially at home to Stoke City. I was saying in my prediction, this should be a win for Blackburn. If you want to win the league, if you want to get promoted, get playoffs, you have to win against these teams, especially at home. And Blackburn just haven't, and now they're looking good. Now they're starting to slumber. They're back into 8th. We all thought 3 wins in a row at the start of the season. This could be, their season. No, this is not their season at all. They do not look great, Blackburn. And Stoke City will be proud they played Blackburn at the right time. They're Stoke, to be fair. They look alright. I think their result, 1-0 against Sunderland, was a bit unlucky. It was a poor bit of keeping. But yeah, Stoke, huge win. A huge win for Stoke City. But yeah, it's very interesting. Blackburn's 8th right now. Slipped down a lot. Moving on to Wigan Athletic 1, Burnley 5. The prolific, the goal scoring machine Burnley are finally hitting it. 5-1 away at a very good Wigan Athletic side. They were looking very good, Wigan. Now they're not. And they were the draw specialists. They were unbeaten until now. 3 draws and a win before this game, and then they got absolutely peppered by Burnley. And now Burnley are sitting in the playoff spot, looking very comfy. Not really comfy, but they won playoffs due to goal difference. Which a lot of that happened here. 4 goal difference they got from this. Wigan Athletic though, it was just unlucky. I think Burnley were too good of a match. They went 1-0 up, then 2-0 up, and then 2-1. At half time 2-1. It's alright, and then yeah, Nathan Teller in the 51st minute 3-1. And then Josh Brownhill 4-1. And then Bastian in the 88th minute to make it 5-1. Huge goal difference that, and Burnley sits 6th, right in the playoff spot. A huge win for Wigan, and for Burnley back to their usual selves. A huge result for Burnley, and put themselves in a good position in 6th. Alright, what's going on there? Alright, should we move on to the next game, which is Hull City 3, Coventry City 2. And yeah, I know we drew 1 and lost 2. So yeah, but we still have 3 games in hand. We win those 3 games, we go back on to 10 points, which currently is Norwich. And I think we can overtake them with a goal difference. We could go up to 4th if we win all our games. So yeah, I'm not too worried at the moment. But what I did say, especially in the preview, is watch out for Oscar Stupinan. I told you to watch out. What did we do? We didn't watch out. We got a hat-trick. He single-handedly carried this whole City side. And now Coventry City just look a bit lost. They're down there with 1 point. They're 3 points off Huddersfield. It's not all hope's not lost. We have to beat this Preston side who are on a mad 0-0 streak. So it's gonna be very tough to beat Preston. But yeah, Cov, we just look a bit slow. Not really good. We're not playing our usual selves. Not playing as well as we used to. I think we could beat Preston just based on it's our first home game of the season. That's what's happened to the season. There'll be a load of crowd, loads of fans there. The fans get the players hyped, and then we'll score. It'll go mad, and then I think we could win this against Preston. But going into this whole City game, I said, watch out for Oscar. What did we do? We didn't watch out for Oscar. And did his buddy score? What was his name? Tete. Yeah, Tete. Did he get any assists? Because I said, watch out for Stupinan and Tete. That's my whole thing. No, Elder. No. He did. But still, I said watch out for Tete, and Tete did alright. But honestly, we went 1-0 down to a bit of a poor goal to concede. It wasn't fantastic. And then Matt Godden penalty right into the bottom corner. It was a fantastic goal. And then the 42nd minute, I swear they didn't score any good goals. They just didn't score any good goals. They scored a goal that was really scrappy in the 42nd minute. I think it was from a corner. Really scrappy, and then he just got a touch on it and scored. And then in the 56th minute, literally the same happened. The same thing happened from a cross. Poor defending. And then Matt Godden got a goal in the 69th minute. I thought we could get a 3-3 here, but we just didn't. And it shows that, I don't know what it is. It's either we just have not played a lot of football, so we're just a little bit rusty, or a little bit, I don't know what's going on. We just have not been our usual selves. Luckily, it's the start of the season, and it's not all too it's not too worrying stuff. But we had 15 shots to their 9, 7 on target to their 4, 62% possession, 200 more passes in them exactly. Way more pass accuracy, less fouls, less yellow cards, less offsides, more corners. We dominated Hull. We should have got a point out of this game, and Hull were very lucky to come away with all 3 points. And I thought, when Godden put that goal in the 69th minute, I thought we could do this. We can get a goal. It's just really poor from us. It happened against Sunderland. We were just, when we had the ball, we didn't know what to do with it. But yeah, here's what it is. We're missing out Cannon O'Hare. I think he could be back for Preston, which, yeah, is very huge for us. Very huge for us. But Godden was on fire. I think Palmer did alright. Panzo and Fadzine did decent. It's just a bit. Look at our bench. Who do we have on our bench who can really hurt teams? Tavares. He's probably one of the big ones. We didn't even play him. We put Josh Heckles on. Come on, Dabo could probably do better. Well, Dabo was on, but he's got some shit there. Tyler Walker, I can see why. It's decent, Tyler Walker. Wycorn is alright, I guess. Callum Doyle is alright, is our new defender. So, those subs I can sort of see, but Tavares, he deserves a chance. He's been fantastic. We'll get more into this in my review later today. I think this will be uploaded Monday, and then my Champions League, I'll talk about the Champions League thing. Champions League thing will be uploaded today, and then the Coventry City whole review will be uploaded today as well. So, and then the prediction will be coming out tomorrow as well because of midweek game. So, a lot of videos coming up, but yeah, honestly, 3-2. We currently sit last, 3 points off 23rd, 4 points off safety. We'll turn it around. We're not getting relegated. Hull, though, on the other hand, sits third. They look good, Hull. They look good. They don't look good. They didn't deserve a win, but I'm just salty. Moving on to Huddersfield 2, West Brom 2. 2 goals behind, and somehow they come back, West Brom. Honestly, fair enough to them. Had more passes, more shots on target, more passes, more possession, more pass accuracy. Honestly, dominated Huddersfield. Huddersfield just did not know what to do. It was Tino and Joran with a double in the 11th minute and the 30th minute, 2-0 up to Huddersfield. Things were looking good for Huddersfield. They were looking good. And then Jed Wallace, the new signing from Millwall, comes up with a double and gets another draw for West Brom. That's many draws for West Brom now. A lot of draws for West Brom. That's 4 draws. 1 win, 4 draws, 1 loss. You see why they're 15th with 7 points. It's not an awful record. I think they are definitely one of the best at drawing. Apart from one team that's just mad at drawing. Who is it? Where is it? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's we'll get into them. But yeah, West Brom just they look decent. I think the character to come back from 2-0 down was good. I think Steve Bruce, I think the manager is Steve Bruce is doing a good job for West Brom, and they definitely look like a strong side. Definitely a team to worry about, but Huddersfield those slumber down into 23rd. Don't look good, Huddersfield. Don't look good. Moving on to Millwall 0, Reading 1. Another win for Reading. 4 wins and 2 losses. 3 wins in a row for Reading. Another 1-0 win. They've got another 1-0 win over Middlesbrough, and now away at Millwall. And away at Millwall to get a 1-0 win is not easy. So well done to Reading. You know, look at that. Millwall 13 shots to Reading's 5. 1 on target. That explains it all. Millwall were wasteful in front of goal, and honestly, Millwall will probably be hard done by not getting a point out of this game. I think they deserved the point. I think Naby goal was good, making 1-0, and Reading just held strong, and now they're top of the table, top of the pile. I don't know if it'll go on for too much longer. Who do Reading have next? Oh wow. Oh wow, Sheffield and Reading. Sheffield United versus Reading. What a huge game. And then Stoke and then Watford. 3 huge games for Reading. And they'll slumber down again. And I don't think they'll keep this lead on for too much longer. Millwall's going to be pretty upsetting for them. It's at 16th. They don't look all too impressive. 2 wins, 1 draw and 3 losses. 2 losses on the bounce. They are winless in 3, which for Millwall looking for playoffs is not great form. They need to work on that, but definitely an interesting game. Millwall, they look decent. I think 2-0 loss to Norwich isn't the worst, and then the form Reading is on right now is not bad. Now 2-2 draw away at Swansea isn't bad as well. So yeah, Millwall not getting very bad results, but And Millwall definitely played Reading at the wrong time. And yeah, Reading sit first. Very well done to Reading. Very well done. Moving on to Watford 2, QPR 3. QPR, another huge win under their belt. That puts them up to 11th right now with 8 points. Currently 1 point off their opposition, which was Watford. Watford don't look the way I thought they would look. I don't think any of the playoff teams, the newly relegated teams, look as good as I thought they would be, which were Burnley, Watford, and Burnley. Yeah, so Burnley, Watford, and Norwich. So none of the teams look all too impressive. Norwich look decent, but Watford are not the team I thought they would be. 9 points isn't awful. 2 wins, 3 draws, and a loss. They only lost once, so not like they're losing games. And this was their first loss. So yeah, QPR 2-2-2 again with 8 points. Not looking all too bad. QPR they can just keep grinding out a few points, especially Watford away, and you getting a huge 3 points. Massive for QPR. 12 shots to Watford to QPR's 10. 5 on target each. 58% possession to Watford to QPR's 42. So QPR, weren't dominated, but I think on a fair share, I think Watford may deserve at least a point out of this game. But it's football. It's not about the stats. It's about taking your chances, and QPR definitely took their chances. Elijah, Willock, and Adoma with 3 goals, with Samer and Pedro for Watford getting a 2. But honestly, I look at this Watford side and I think mid-table. I don't see any of those players, their first 11 here against QPR. I don't see playoff team. I think Emile Sarr is fantastic. I think he should go to a different team. I think Batchman is pretty good as well. Who do they have on the Dan Gosling, former Bournemouth player, Courtney House, yeah, from Villa. But I just don't see it. I don't see it in Watford. I don't know. I don't think they have world-class players in the Championship level. So yeah, moving on to Rotherham 2, Birmingham City 0, and another loss for Birmingham happens again. 2 losses. Well, they're winless in 4, so that's not great for Birmingham. 1 win, 2 draws, 3 losses. Currently, only goal difference separates them in the relegation zone, so it's not great for Birmingham. They don't look as good as I thought they would be. Well, I didn't think they would be good, but the start they had, it was brilliant. They had a win, I think 2 draws. Let's see. Yeah, drew to Luton, beat Huddersfield, and then drew to Watford, but then they lost to Wigan. I had a little bit of a rant there last week, but yeah, interesting. I definitely think this Birmingham side is going to be tough this season, but Rotherham deserved it. Double shots from Birmingham, double the shots on target, more possession, more passing, more pass accuracy. I think honestly Rotherham deserved all 3 points. Rotherham currently sit themselves 5th in between the newly relegated sides of Norwich and Burnley. But Rotherham doing the best out of the newly promoted, and I think they do look good for them. I did underestimate them, to be fair, and a huge 3 points over Birmingham. Moving on to the last game, which was Cardiff City 0, Preston North End 0. Wow, another 0-0 draw. I didn't think it would happen, but oh my god, 22 shots for Cardiff to Preston's 5. 2 on target for Cardiff. That's right there. 22 shots, 2 on target. What is going on? What is going on? That is just embarrassing, Cardiff. You've got to take your chances. Preston had 5 shots, 0 on target. Kind of way more possession, way more passing, more pass accuracy, less fouls. Honestly, Cardiff deserved all 3, but it comes down to clinicalness. If you want to win games, you've got to take your chances. Cardiff just did not take their chances, And Preston, they had the 5 shots, they didn't take any, but that's another, they're unbeaten Preston. 1 win, 5 draws. That's again another 0-0 draw. They're the least scoring team. They have not conceded all season, but they've only scored 1, and that was a win. It's honestly, yeah, it's not looking great. Their win against Luton. Honestly, this Preston side, please say we beat them. We've got them next on Wednesday at 7:45. Please say we beat Preston. If we score, I think we've won. Because I just don't see Preston scoring many goals. But yeah, that wraps up this video. Looking at the table right now, I'll go through the table. 24th Coventry, 23rd Huddersfield, 22nd Swansea, 21st Birmingham, 20th Wigan, 19th Luton, 18th Middlesbrough, 17th Stoke, 16th Millwall, 15th West Brom, 14th Cardiff, 13th Blackpool, 12th Sunderland, 11th QPR, 10th Preston, 9th Bristol City, 8th Blackburn, 7th Watford, 6th Burnley, 5th Rotherham, 4th Norwich City, 3rd Hull City, 2nd Sheffield United, and in game week 6, the top of the table is Reading. So that wraps up the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.